Hey there guys, we're going to be going to the final boss of Legend of Mana Vision World with the main account. Then we're going to be going back for a budget run with the new player series a little bit later. But for now, we're going to be going with a 3-man party to perfect score this fight. Now for the empty party slots, you can add anything you want. More damage dealers, more support, better breakers, etc. But all I really need is a 3-man party to perfect score this. So the boss is a stone enemy, weak to fire, ice, wind, earth, and dark. Let's give it a go. Now, because I'm using a 3-man party, it is going to be a little trickier than it has to be, so I might have to, try it 1 or 2 times, or maybe more, because we need a little bit of RNG luck to do it this specific way. So because we're using a small party, the 100 count chain score is pretty hard to do. So to deal with that, we're going to use Sylvie to dual wield Extreme Nova, and so is Chizuru, and they're going to dual wield that together from an item, and then get the chain count score out of the way on turn 1. Also, they're using elemental weapons to deal weakness damage. Now, the boss does AoE physical twice every single turn, and it has 25% accuracy. In order to deal with this, because we're only using a 3-man party, we're strapped for actions, we're going to auto-mirage the first one. The second one is going to hit Tsukiko. She's auto-mitigating to the point where it's going to deal less than 5k. And this is where we need a little bit of luck. We have full evasion on Chizuru and Sylvie. We need that 25% accuracy to miss on those two. So we're going to quicksand on Tsukiko to break the boss by 85%, which is the only break we're using. So if Sylvie or Chizuru get hit, we have to retreat and try again. Chizuru did get hit, so we're going to go ahead and retreat and try it again and go for it. It's a 25% chance that they get hit, so that's a little unfortunate, but that's because we're using a 3-man party, just to show you that it can be done with only 3. If I was using a full party, I'd use double Mirage, there'd be no RNG, or I'd accuracy down, and there'd be no RNG. Anyway, so let's go ahead and do that once again, and we will, if it hits a second time, I'll cut the video and come back when it doesn't hit the guys. So there's the 100 count chain score with weakness damage. We'll go ahead and shift and do quicksand for the break. And we gotta hope that 25% chance it doesn't hit Sylvie, or there it is, perfect. There we go. We took 3,000 on Tsukiko. That's okay. Now to the base form. Now we're gonna do accuracy down. I was a little tight for actions with only 3 units, so I couldn't fit it on turn 1. So accuracy down with defense from Sylvie. Then we're going to Marion's Blessing to get that big amplify in 2 more turns. And then we're going to go ahead and Gravel Egg Basket just for something to do. Let's see. So Tsukiko is now going to Omamori, Prayer of Protection, and Mandala Earth. And Chizuru will Katana Imperil. So now that we have accuracy down, no more RNG, we're going to be fine here. So, let's see, double AoE physical with accuracy down, it misses, and then a single target light magic attack that Sylvie's provoking with immunity. Now Tsukiko will magic focus, Chizuru will Typhus Spirit, and Sylvie is going to do Stone Killer on Chizuru. We're going to just hit the boss for weakness damage, and we'll do I've Got Your Back on Chizuru for the big LB damage buff. Now this turn is an AoE on top of the physical, an AoE ice magic attack. We're immune thanks to the gear we're wearing. Now here's our 100 amplify. Sylvie is going to do her shifted LB. Chizuru will shift and do her shifted LB. And we're going to cap that with Tsukiko. And these two should be all the damage we need. Now, there is a little bit of RNG involved, once again, for variance. With only 2 units, you need a good variance roll. So let's go ahead and see what we do. The damage cap is 10.738. So, that's actually a little bit of a low roll on Tsukiko. Maybe Chizuru got a high roll to counter it out. But we need 10.738. We did 11.2, there we go. So Tsukiko got a pretty low roll that time. Chizuru must have rolled real high, which is fine. Whatever, perfect score. So there it is. There's only 3 units. I'll post a turn chart in the comments as well. And all areas clear, perfect score. We are rank 1 with only 3 units on the final team. And as far as the 2 previous bosses, the Machine Golem and the level 999 Jewel of Light guy, I'll post a video of that on the new player account. Anyway, here's the damage breakdown. Real bad roll on Tsukiko. She normally does about 5.1, so whatever. There it is. Okay, so I will show you the gear and all, and I'll post the turn chart in the comments. So it's a little tricky doing it with only 3 units, but I kind of wanted to, for one thing, show off a little bit, but also to show you all you need is a core team, and you can fill the rest in with whatever you want. So, so the gear I'm going to show you is very specialized because of the 3-man party, needing things like auto mirage, mitigations, full evasion, and all that. If we had something like a double mirager or, something like that, you don't need all of this. But for the 3-man party, we needed a way to deal with the physical damage. So we're auto miraging on turn 1 with full evasion. On Sylvie, we're dual wielding a fire weapon, or just a weapon the boss is weak to, with the extreme Nova materia. Passive provoke. She's got 100 light and 100 ice and full evasion, and she's using this for the auto imperil just for the weakness damage, because we need the boss imperiled because of the lightning fast legend is naturally lightning elements. We needed an auto imperil. Tyvis' Spirit, full evasion on Chizuru, the antiquated uniform for auto mirage, and the rest of the party in the base form needed 100 ice resist, don't need any light resist. Dual wielding elemental weapons, earth, fire, and dark, just so we get weakness damage, and 100 ice resist. And then shift form is pure damage versus stones. Don't need any defense or anything. So 10.5 attack power. LB damage versus stones, very, very easy on Chizuru. Sheath Stones Killer, very high. There it is, the cool smile card for the bigger LB damage. It's kind of important when you're doing a 3-man party, so maxed on everything. And then Tsukiko, in the base form, is full evasion, 100 ice resist, auto mirage, Saintly Castle for auto mitigation, Wisdom of Hest for auto mitigation, and Magic Boost for focus. And again, this is because I only use 3 units. Definitely add more firepower if you can't gear a crazy Tsukiko like this one, and you don't have to gear her like this. Shift form is damage versus evocation, so there it is. So 10.1 magic, EX3, thanks for the Shard Dungeon resetting a whole bunch. The Shard Shop, now EX3, so there we go. And there's our setup, and she is capped on everything. And that was the 3-man party. So, add like someone to do double mirage every turn, and no one needs evasion. Add a better breaker than 85%, you'll deal a ton of damage. Add more damage dealers, and you'll be fine. Add more chainers if you don't have the double extreme Nova materias, and there it is. So I'll be now going back and recording all the bosses, including the final boss, with the new player stuff. Okay, see you then.